Let's see the review of Evolution X 5.7 on Poco X2. This update is of 4th May. Now let's skip to the about phone. As you can see, the Android version is Android 11. The security device is of 5 May. The current version is 4.14 kernel and the build date is 4th May. Now let's see some customizations in network and in Geo. You get Volt and it's working fine. In hotspot, you get the same options. Now let's see the main customizations, that is the Evolver. In this you get tons and tons of customizations. In themes, you get lock screen clock. Here you can choose the clock and you get many options as you can see. Then you get show status area, font type, dark theme. In this you get schedule it and you can choose the color bucket as you can see. Then you get accent color picker and accent color presets and you get many presets as you can see. Then you get icon shape, icon pack, setting dashboard icon, switch style. In G visual mode, you get status bar height, header sizes, rounded corner, and navbar color. Now I selected red and as you can see, the color of my navbar is red. Then you can choose the volume balance style and custom header. When you enable it and suppose static and suppose this one. As you can see, you can set a custom header. Then you get QoS style disco, QoS style icon style, QoS string style, framework default, background alpha and notification background alpha. In status bar, you get network traffic. In this you get net activity location, display mode and show arrows. In clock and date, you get show clock and date, clock position, AM PM style, show seconds. In date you get date style, date format, date position, etc. In battery bar, when you enable it, you get battery bar color, battery bar low battery color, custom charging color, battery bar charging color, blend colors, battery bar alignment, battery bar thickness, etc. In battery indicators, you can choose the battery style, battery percentage and battery percent when charging. Then you get system icons, show 4G installability, use old style mobile icon and roaming indicators. In notifications, you get head-ups. In this you get header notifications, timeout, snooze timer, less board notifications, add up to stop list and add up to blacklist. Then you get notification header, notification sound effective, vibrate for notifications, kill app button, notification light, show all new notifications, show on AOD, hide on AOD, etc. At the last you get vibrate on connect, vibrate on call waiting and vibrate on disconnect. In QoS, you get quick QoS pull down, smart pull down, vibrate on touch, disable QoS when locked. Then you can choose the rows and columns in portrait and landscape mode. Then you get show QoS style title, QoS brightness slider, auto brightness, expanded QoS, show at bottom when expanded, brightness control, data usage, battery percentage, battery estimates, edit icon and footer text. In power menu, you get settings. In this you get device control and sensitive content. Then you get advanced restart, hide and lock screen and optional user action. In gestures, you get system settings. In this you get double tap gesture, that is double to sleep. Then you get quickly open the camera. Navigation. In this you get gesture navigation, 2 button and 3 button and it's working fine. Now gesture is selected, back button, home button and recents. As you can see, it's working fine. Even the 2 button. As you can see, the navbar comes. Even 3 button. As you can see, it's working fine. And in gesture and settings, you get left edge, right edge, amount of screen height, dead zone, show pill. In advanced gestures, you get extended swipe action, long swipe action timeout, long left swipe action and long right swipe action. Then you get gesture bar length, gesture bar radius, haptic feedback and back gesture animation. Then you get lift to check phone, prevent ringing, 3-finger screenshot. In this you get 3-finger screenshot, screenshot type and screenshot quality. In power menu, you get device control and sensitive content. Then you get skip music tracks and adaptive playback. In gestures, you get long press for torch, automatically turn off the torch, brightness control, and leaving a screenshot. And down here you get double to check phone and double to sleep. In lock screen, you get always on display schedule. Here you can set a schedule and you can set a start time and end time. And you get fingerprint error vibration, fingerprint authentication vibration, status bar, lock icon, charging animation, lock screen shortcuts. In music visualizer, when you turn it on, you can choose the automatic color, lava lamp, line count, sanity level, and line opacity. Then you get media cover art filter, and media artwork blur level. In buttons, you can enable navbar, navigation, and these get same options. Then you get volume rocker wave, control playback, keyboard cursor control, reorient volume buttons, show volume panel on left, and click to partial screenshot. In animations, you get disable animations, screen of animation, back gesture animation, charging animation, scrolling cache, animation style, animation duration, and tile animation, interpolator. In miscellaneous, you get gaming mode. When you turn it on, you get head-up notifications, disable automatic brightness, ringer in gaming mode, and gaming mode indication, and you can add up for gaming mode. Then you get screenshot settings. Here you get some options. Then you get launch music app on headset connection, sensor block per package, USB configuration, when to wear ringtone from, radio info, force brightness values, ambient display brightness and ambient notification brightness, and about section for evaluation accelerometer. As you can see, there are tons and tons of customization. In navigation notifications, you get conversations. In notifications, you get notification history, conversations, bubbles. In wireless emergency alerts, you get allow alert, extreme alert, severe alert, amber alert, test alert, area update broadcast, emergency alert history, vibration, and alert reminder. Down here you get notification on lock screen, skip lock screen, sensitive notifications, hide silent notification, allow notification snoozing, suggested actions and replies, notification dot on app icon, blink light, default notification sound, and DND. In next notifications, you get conversations, notifications, assistant, screen time, default tab, policy manager, wireless emergency alert, and special app access. In battery, you get thermal profile. Here you get profiles like default, benchmark, camera, dialer, gaming, etc. For benchmark, that is the Geekbench, I have chosen benchmark. In battery, you get battery saver. In this, you get extreme battery saver. Here you get options like when to use. Suppose you choose always use and turn on battery saver. And OK. All third-party apps get disabled. As you can see, as the name says, extreme battery saver. Here you also get option of essential apps. Suppose you have to use Gcam. Even the battery saver is on, you can still use Gcam, as you can see. Then you can set a schedule and turn off and charge. Here you get smart charging. When you enable it, you get stop level and start level. Down here you also get option of smart cutoff. When you enable it, you get stop level and start level. That is, device will stop charging when device is overheated. But remember, the stop level by default is 30 degrees. So if you live in an area where the room temperature is 30 degrees, the device will not charge. And the battery is pretty good. I got around 8 hours screen on time. In display, you get brightness level, adaptive brightness. In lock screen, you get privacy. Skip lock screen, add text on lock screen, show lockdown option. Battery level on bottom. Always show time and info. Double tap to check phone, lift to check phone. Wake screen for notifications. Ambient wake gesture. Always on when charging. Ambient pulse on new track. And ambient ticker location. Down here in colors, you get night light, live display. In this, you get color calibration. In colors, you get natural, boost, and adaptive, and saturated. In styles wallpaper, in wallpaper, you can choose a wallpaper. In style, you can choose the accent color, font type, etc. And in grid, you can choose the grid size. Then you get divide to wake, pocket detection, enable blurs, and ambient display. In ambient display, when you turn it on, you get always on, wake up gesture, pick up gesture, hand wave, and pocket gesture. And in sound vibration, you can choose the media sounds. Down here you get volume steps, vibrate for calls, ringtone vibration pattern, DND, live caption. When you turn it on, you get language, hyperfinity, show sound label and live caption in volume control. Let's turn it off. If the live caption is on, it will use more battery. At the last you get Poco sound enhancer. When you turn it on, you can choose a headphone type and a preset. And you also get option of enable hi-fi, that is decrease noise and distortion and increase the audio quality. At the last you get clear speaker, that is it will play a 30-second audio to clear speaker. In security, you get screen lock, fingerprint and face unlock. And down here you also get option of app locker. As you can see, here you also get option of device specific settings. Here you can choose a refresh rate, automatic low refresh rate and battery saver refresh rate. In system, you get gestures. Here you get the same gestures. In recents, you get screenshot and select. For clear all, you have to go all the way back. Now let's check the Geekbench score. The single core score is 413 and the multi-core score is 1428. Now let's check the safety net and run test. As you can see, it's passed. In DRM info, at the last, as you can see, the Widevine L1 is working fine. In notifications, you get AOD. As you can see, AOD. When you turn it on, that is always on display. It's working fine. As you can see, in this you get a stock launcher with customizations like notification dot, at a glance, adapt to home screen, swipe to Google app, overview suggestions, allow home screen rotation, double to sleep and about section. In this you get the stock camera, that is this one, but of course you can install Gcam which I have installed. As you can see. Now let's check the calls working or not. As you can see, the call ended. But I have noticed, if you call the complaint number, the call ends. But if you call someone, it works fine and the ROM is extremely smooth. I didn't face any bug. Thank you so much for watching. I'll meet you in the next one.
What just happened?